So you may have noticed in some of my Excel files, I have these steps where I'm sort of teaching you a solution, and going down here I have these little steps. The first thing to notice is that I use these checkboxes so that it's easy to focus on one thing at a time. So let's say we start off and there's a step one. And you sort of walk through this and check them all. So these checkboxes all have, they're all, if you right click on them, they're all assigned a cell that takes the value of true if it's checked and false down here if it's not checked. So that's the very first thing. The next thing would be this. I made this a little more complicated, but it works nicely. We have the step description, the step here and the description here. So if we go in here and type, and we could call this task A instead. And you see how it changes over there. And here we could call it, do something. And it updates nicely over there. And before we go over to this area, there's also formatting. So we could add some additional formatting. See how these ones are set to bold and green because I put a Y in here. If I change this to N, then that's taken away. So now we have formula. So this is a formula over here, and it's basically just interacting with the stuff we have over there. So I have 3 more examples of this. Each one's a little bit unique, and sometimes the formula is more complex, but this one's pretty simple. Just put it together. If the box here is checked. Now finally, just to make it fun, but sometimes this could be quite useful, we have some controls here. In this case there's only one, but in the other methods there could be more. So if I go like this and I say show all, just to quickly see everything, it kind of overrides what we have selected here. And I could also say hide all, even if it's checked. And then I could just go back and turn this to off. So only what we have checked over here we'll see. If I turn this one on, we'll see it. So let's go to method 2 now. Method 2 is quite similar. The only big difference is over here, instead of making it bold and with a green background, we select the Y and it would just be uppercase for the description here. So whatever our description is, it's in uppercase. It still has the green in the background. And of course, this will hide them all. This will show them all. And then we could just say off, and it's just as we select over here once again. Method 3 is simply we could go like this and uncheck it to hide everything with obviously some conditional formatting, and we do this again and we see them. And if we do this, it hides them as well. So we go like that, they're hidden, and we check it, and only the ones we've checked are visible. And let's go to the last method, method 4. This one is interesting because I created some code. So there is a VBA macro code behind these buttons here. I could say uncheck all, and it unchecks everything. I could say check them all, they're all checked. And I could say, this kind of override it. So let's just uncheck a few like this. So only the ones that are checked obviously are visible. And if I click this, then it hides all of them. If I click it again, it shows the ones that we have checked over here. And once again, we have this uppercase thing like this. We could just say yes, and there's no background color, but that could always be added like in the other examples. We could change this to yes, and then we could simply turn them back to N. Now, I could have put something over here as well that would say all uppercase or all lowercase, and then we'd have a little formula here down the side, and that's what this part would look at over here. See the formula here. We could make it look over there instead. So there's just many different ways that you can combine this to sort of make these little step-by-steps and make certain things stand out.